I mean, it seemed like you guys were kind of in the fight early, took a lead, and then, the water started to slip through your hands.
Yeah, it was a little flurry. I think we missed some shots or turned it over, and then they started moving the ball extremely well. They started getting it, hopping around, and guys started getting shots, and they started making some threes, which, makes that floor even bigger. And then now LeBron's able to find more and more gaps in transition and things like that. I mean, we had some breakdowns, but tip their hat to some of the stuff they did too.
When you talk about their ball movement, did any of it catch you by surprise in terms of, I mean, you guys do your prep for the series, you got scouting reports, you got individual guys' tendencies. Is there anything that kind of caught you guys by surprise? You said, wow, as much as we're prepared for that, it's still better than we thought.
I don't think we're caught by surprise. I think they like I said, there's some breakdowns on our part, and then there's some of the stuff they did a good job of executing, and they made shots. I mean, they made contested shots, they made open shots. They moved around and really tried to find what they wanted, and then, we let them out in transition. When you got a locomotive running down the middle and 4 shooters on the outside, it's puts you in a tough spot. So I mean, the biggest thing is, just trying to figure out a way to continue to empty that tank is what we tried to do throughout the game.
You guys had always been able to score with them, though. What did their defense do differently?
I think we got a little sped up. We knew the traps were coming on DeMar and things like that, and we showed both ends of it. Like, there's parts we were patient and we found what we wanted, and then there are parts that we sped up and turned it over. And this team is not a team you want to turn the ball over because of the spacing and the amount of shooters out on the floor, and you can't trade 9-point runs with these three turnovers, just 3 threes.
What was the biggest difference, CJ, in how you guys played during the regular season and how you played in the series? Was it the offensive end, defensive end?
I think for one, it took us a little too long to be as physical as we were the 2 games here. I think we didn't have that approach throughout the whole game at home, which cost us. And then you try to turn it on when you get here, and then they're even better at home. So it's hard. I think that approach would have helped us a lot from the beginning. And then just I think it's about everybody being confident in everything, because in the playoffs, the offense is pretty much set, so non-existent. Everything's scouted. All your tendencies on a piece of paper. Everybody knows everything. You just got to make plays. You got to just play basketball. And I think there's some overthinking in some spots, trying to stick to script, which is what's expected. But at the same time, if opportunities present themselves, you just got to play. And you got to play hard and with a pace. And I think we did it some, and then some of it we didn't, because you get a little sped up or rattled, and you can't really find the right plays and think straight.
Is it a tougher pill to swallow after the season that you guys had, being swept out of the playoffs like this?
I honestly think I feel the same way, no matter what, at this point. I mean, all that stuff, I've been around long enough to know that stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how well you played during the season. I mean, there's something to talk about. Obviously, we can say that, but we could have been the 8th seed, and I still would be upset. So I don't like losing, period. So that's what I got for that.
That overthinking that you're talking about, what are examples of that? Would that be kind of hesitating to shoot or looking for the extra pass?
Hesitating to shoot, looking for the extra pass, not seeing the extra pass. It's a little bit of everything. I think it's just about just understanding what's going on, what's going on, and not making the same mistakes twice also.
And defensively, a step slow within a switch or something like that?
Yeah, things like that, just communication, and you get frantic and you start jumping around, and it can take a toll on the other end too, because now guys are just getting away from the concepts, trying stuff because you're trying to figure something out, which is, can't fault the guy at some point. Yeah. But then the other 4 guys don't know what he's doing, or the other guy he's in a tandem with, a pick and roll with, doesn't know what he's doing, whatever it may be. So I mean, it is what it is at this point.
What's more frustrating, the 2 games in which you guys were right there and one bounce or one call, whatever it is, you were that one possession that close to winning those games, or the 2 games in which
all 4 of them?
Yeah.
Losing, period. Like, I'm not a moral victory guy, especially in the playoffs. It don't matter. Ain't no taking away nothing from this. Like, I'm going home right now. Like, I'm not getting ready to play game 50 or something like that to get ready for the playoffs. Like, it's over. So my frustration is within losing. There's no which one was worse or better, or that time's over. There's no more, we got to get ready for this. We were in the moment, so.